Well, it's an expensive deal. Obviously, we gave up a 1, which is the currency of the NBA right now in any trades, and a great 3-and-D wing player in Dodo who is on a reasonable deal. But it takes something to get something. Again, the risks aren't on the court, they're off the court. And if Kyrie, who has been a model citizen since his suspension, can play to his paper, then they have something really special. Here's a really interesting part of this. Now, the Mavericks have said they're not going to decide if they want to extend him until the offseason. So this is a rental period and kind of a dating period right now. There's 3 scenarios. Number 1, they do sign him to a long-term extension because things went really well. They can go up to 5 years on him in the summer, only 2 years until then. Or if he does decide he doesn't want to be here anymore, then they can just get full maximum cap space this summer to go shopping that way. Or if he says, I want to go to the Lakers, and the Lakers can't sign him with cap space, we can work a sign and trade and get some players from him that way. So there are other options as backstops in case this thing doesn't work. But the good news is Luka did approve this deal.
That was the other big question. I think we were thinking, well, Luka Doncic had to have been okay with this move. But as we've talked about, the belief is that Luka would need another star to play alongside him. Brian, obviously there's baggage on either side, but from your perspective, what do the Mavs need to do to make this work?
Well, I think the fit is actually going to be really good. If you remember, when Kyrie played with James Harden, and it was just a brief period of time, in the beginning they were playing a little your turn, my turn, but now they've actually, then Kyrie said, hey, you're the point guard. I'm going to play off the ball. I like it. I can play make. I can take the ball when you don't have it and penetrate, catch and shoot as well. And so I really think the fit's going to be good. Listen, he's a 27-5-5 guy. He's an all-star starter. We are the only team now that's going to have 2 all-star starters on the same backcourt. They're going to be the number 1 scoring duo in the NBA. But here's the 2 key things that I think it fixes immediately. The non-Luka minutes were absolutely atrocious for this team. If they played that way, you saw they couldn't win a game without Luka, 0-7. And in the minutes that he played in games Luka played, we were a -14 in those minutes. That is worst in the league. That is immediately fixed with Kyrie Irving. They'll stagger the minutes and also play them together a great deal. And the second thing it does, you can't double team Luka anymore. That's over. That whole strategy of doubling him and making the others beat you does not occur. You can't double team Kyrie. You can't double team Luka. So it makes this offense supercharged.
You talk about making it work, Brian, and I know Jason Kidd had begged to get Luka some help, obviously, on this roster. But now it occurs to me that there's a lot of pressure on Jay Kidd to make this thing work. What do you say to that?
Well, absolutely. Now, listen, you wanted to get him some help. Here's your help. And you do have to make it work, and the onus is on him. He does have a relationship with Kyrie. I know that Kyrie's been on the Mavs' radar for some time, since the summer. And so, look, this was the time to do this deal because the West is absolutely wide open. Steph Curry is now out again for a long period of time. The Mavericks just went from 4th to 6th after 1 loss. They're so bunched up that little moves can make a big difference. The other part of it is Luka's having an MVP caliber year. Do you really want to waste that and wait till summer and punt on another year? Plus, you see that when we do win games, we're beating a lowly Detroit team, and Luka has to get 50 for us to win. It's not sustainable, especially with the historically high usage rate he has. So the opportunity was there to get this kind of an all-star player, and they swung for the fences.
Brian Dameris from the Mavs broadcasts on Bally and the Ticket postgame show. A sleepy Sunday got really busy all of a sudden. Thanks for making some time for us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks a lot, guys.